Chasing dreams down that open road. Living fast, baby, all I know. Daddy told me gotta give it my all. Cause we're some blue collared outlaws. We're living life at full speed, there's no pacing. Midwest lifestyle, Ohio grudge racing. Taking home the money wide open on that open road. It's full throttle since the baby bottle, baby. This is all I know. And overload, tires roll. Tell them I want all the smoke. Slow pokes will choke in my rear view. Adios, run your car, knock your mouth. Put your money where your motor is. Heavy hitters, dream killers, kill shot. Hold them still, told them chill. We on fire. Life is lit with rocket fuel. Stop it, fool. Blue collared outlaws, who think you talking to? Winning attitude all on the line, and we ain't about to lose. Beat the brake pads off, knock your car off the shoes. Line them out, chalk them up. Underdogs on top again. Never say die. We from Columbus, so we gotta win. Hard working, fast running outlaws, a street racing. All your dreams is in my tail lights. You can keep chasing.
Man, it's tough out here. I hit the go live button 15 seconds early. I'm still called late. Happy hump day, everyone. Let me get this, turn this phone ringer off. Dan, what's up? Mr. Forby, Mr. Ball, how you guys doing? Joe, Ashton. About time. And you guys are so hard on me. I had to go back to the old camera because the new one is out in the barn and I didn't feel like going and getting it. So we're back in the old crappy vision, but Keith, what's up? Jason. That's all right, Joe. Dan, yeah, that's good. Get some work done on that car. Lee, what's up, brother? Happy. What's up? So I'm gonna do something different, man. Because these rule arguments are getting out of hand. I don't know. I ain't gonna say they're getting out of hand because really, I don't care. I ain't changing my rules based on anything anybody says. Period. So Ohio grudge racing will be the same in 2022 as it was in 2021. I, as an individual, and so this is my philosophy in promoting, I looked at the classes and decided which one I wanted to race in, and then I'm building my car to fit those classes. That's what I'm doing. What I'm not doing is building a car and then whining and crying on Facebook in hopes that somebody will change the rules to suit my vehicle. Eric, what's up, brother? Kenneth, how you doing, buddy? Happy, I agree with you. But so then it kind of even it even evolved. I don't know how you. It switched even so far as the Cody Myers has the opinion or had the suggestion about traction control and electronics and stuff, having a class with no electronic assist, which stirred up a bunch of more controversy yesterday. So, Limpy, what's up, brother? And so that prompted me to do a second live feed because fuck it, let's fight. But so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the link in the comments, and anybody can click on that link and come in and talk. We're going to bring Cody on here in a minute and let him first state his case, and then we'll put the then I'll bring some other people on, and they can express their opinions for or against or whatever, or you can talk about some of the other class rule stuff. But we got a few ground rules we got to be civil and respectful. I mean, just because I titled it "Let's Fight" doesn't mean let's fight for real. I hate to be that guy, but I'll boot people. If you're cussing excessively or threatening people or any kind of disrespectful stuff, let's be civil. No personal attacks, no stuff like that. Let's just keep it about racing and race cars. Uh, yeah, Bill. That's a fact. I agree. Rules are way overrated, man. I personally, I feel like fewer rules the better. I don't want to hamper anybody's innovation in any way, shape, or form personally. But that's my philosophy, and obviously everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Just because somebody thinks differently than I do doesn't mean they're wrong. Um, but I have, what's up, Justin? Renee, what's up? Rob, what's up, buddy? Uh, so, you know, let's hear Cody out, and then we'll bring some other people on, and we'll debate Cody's opinion on for or suggestion for a class, and see where it goes from there. But like I said, I hate to be that guy, but I will have to police it a little bit. So I'm not taking any sides in this. I don't care who it is, who you are. If you're disrespectful or doing any personal attacks or anything like that, I'll boot you. Uh, let's debate it and have some serious conversation about the subject, but keep it lighthearted and let's have some fun. But before that, if you guys didn't see this, fuel prices are getting out of hand, and I'm doing a group buy. Uh, we're the Ohio distributor for Outfront Race Fuels, and then January there's going to be another fuel increase on it. If you've seen VP Race Fuels, Outfront hasn't, but VP Race Fuels just raised their prices by 87%. So it's coming for everybody else. So my suggestion is get with me or any Outfront Fuels dealer or distributor and stock up for the year. Save yourself some money because it's coming. The big guys are already getting hit, and it's going to trickle down to everybody else. It's just a matter of time. So get your Outfront Race Fuels. Get your order in today. Details are on the Facebook page. Bud, I got plenty of OGR stickers, buddy. That's no problem. So let's oh yeah, Ryan, it's crazy. So there's the link. Just went up on Facebook and YouTube. Cody, click that link and come in. Like I said, we'll bring Cody in and give him 5 minutes or whatever to say his piece, and then I'll start bringing anybody else in that gets in the queue. Hey, Sergeant Loki, how's the weather in Montana? Bill Lutz is too good to put an OGR sticker on his car. So we're just waiting for Cody to come in now. But oh, true statement, my man. Oh, my speakers are up too loud here. Let me turn that down. 12 below and 8 inches of snow. That sounds like snow prep weather for Ohio there, Sergeant Loki. Matt, what's that?
Matt,
You have a few beers coming on?
Weather for Ohio there, Sergeant Loki.
Let's see.
Matt, what's that? Matt, you have a few beers coming on? Weather for Ohio.
Can you hear us, Cody?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's up, buddy?
See, it's like
They. So yeah, go ahead and I saw you made a post about a half hour ago or so.
Is that me, my end, or your end?
That's your end.
Go ahead.
So, I guess to start with, to be clear, yeah. My end or your end?
it's like
There's somebody in the background
All right, hold on a sec.
of the IP playing.
There we go. Basically, I'm not trying to get rid of the OG outlaw small tire racing as we know it. I would never do that. That's not ever what this has been about. Everybody was up there talking about buy-ins and talking about lowering them and talking about ideas for different classes and shit. So I said, well, let me put my 2 cents in. What would be wrong with having a 28 class, steel roof and quarters, and no traction control? You know what I mean? No wheel speed sensors, no drive shaft sensor. Just run what you brung, tune for whatever you think the surface is going to take, and then rock and roll. Let's send them. You know what I'm saying? And judging by the response I got, there's a lot of people that would be down to do it, and a bunch of big names that would be down to do it. So as many people hated it, there was a whole lot more that liked the idea of it. And pretty much the only ones that did hate it was the guys that rock it and believe in it. You know what I mean? Now, understand this, never one time have I ever said, or would I ever say, it takes less talent to go fast that way. I understand that you got to be good at that stuff. You got to be a good tuner, and there's a hell of a lot that goes into that. I'm not oblivious to the game or what it takes. You know, people read into this stuff what they want to, ultimately, is what it comes down to. And usually if my name's attached to it or Mafia is attached to it, it gets a little extra, you know, something special. So it's all good, though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a lot of experience with it yet. But I bought everything in the store. I'm doing it. But
like I said, I dig it. I got no hate or no lack of respect for individuals that use it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to take away the 28 class as we know it. I'm simply saying there could definitely be another 28 class that would fill a ton of cars. You know what I mean? I think what it comes down to is a lot of guys are getting upset because it would pull a good amount of cars from, you know, the typical outlaw 28 class into another class that didn't have sensors, and it would affect the amount of money that could potentially win. I think that's a lot of it.
I mean, just based on conversations I've had, I know a lot of people who use it, but a lot of times they turn it off because it slows them down, especially like the wheel speed and the so, you know, it's I think it's a case by case deal for sure. I don't think there's ever a blanket statement that can be made. I think it's also it'd be hard to enforce. I mean, hell, even with a 6AL box, just a simple 6AL box, you could.
Anything's hard to enforce. I mean, there's guys willing to put enough thought into it. They're going to find ways around different rules and different things like that. That's also a part of what we do. So,
hey, Bubba, what's up? Joseph, thanks for tuning in first time. So it did create quite the storm yesterday, which, I mean, I like to see debate. I like to hear ideas. I don't like the arguing part of it. It seems like that's all at not just your post. Man, for like the last week, all the classes, conversations, and all that.
Well, you can't have an idea. If you got an idea that's outside of what the normal standard is, then you're going to take backlash, and that's how narrow-minded people are. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, people don't want to have a civil debate or conversation for sure.
And either way, And I'll say it again. I'm not trying to change Outlaw 28 as it is. I will forever compete in it. I will always compete in it. And if there ever was to be a no censor race, I'll compete in that also. I would run both. It doesn't make me scared that I don't have traction control. Don't get it twisted. And I will find success. You can bank on that.
Right. And there's a, there's devil's advocate there. Because I mean, for someone like Bill at Dig or Die, he couldn't turn it down enough. The traction control, I mean, that thing was running on 2.5 cylinders, with all the technology. So it's not it's definitely not a cure-all.
No, and I understand that for sure. But it's definitely something to help you out if you do miss a tune-up. You know what I mean? It's an opportunity to hopefully keep you in the pass enough, to potentially pull off the win. You know what I mean? You can say what you want to say, but I mean, people use it for a reason.
I think it can be. I think it can be helpful for sure. I wish nobody's in the queue to come and.
The ironic part about it is the guys that are saying it slows you down and stuff like that also said to me, why would I slow my car down and take it off to race slower cars? Like, I mean, I get that it can slow you down, and that's part of how it works. It pulls power and shit to control the wheel speed, so on and so forth, right? So it slows you down to use it, but it's going to slow you down not to use it. I just get confused on, what is actually taking place, I guess,
Yeah. Julie says, good thing mine has an on-off button and works flawlessly. Now, I see a lot of people no matter how good of a tuner there are, struggle just because you have all that stuff. It's like a real delicate ballet of trying to get everything to cooperate with one another. Jonesy, see, that's where I don't agree with you, buddy. I don't agree with 2 small tire classes. I think, I'm an example. I took mine out of the arena for 3.5, 4 years now, so I could build and buy and afford all the stuff to put me in the arena with the big dogs. And I think, if you want to race in the gladiator class, then you got a gladiator up. No matter what your combination is, no matter what your whatever, I think you just got to figure out a way to get there and get there. Whether it takes, somebody might be able to save up. Somebody might need that $5,000 part, and one person, it might take them a month to do a side hustle or swap around and whatever and scrape up $5,000, and somebody else, it might take them a year, it might take them 2, but I think we got to live within our means and race within our means. And so for me, we will have 2 small tire classes this year. I am changing that, but we're just doing a second chance race. So, if you fall out first round and you still want to race, you don't want to go home, we'll have the second chance race that you can buy into. But I think we just got a gladiator up if we want to rumble in the gladiator class. I think, and not putting him on the spot or nothing, but I think the shitbox class and the shitbox class mentality kind of has opened up a can of worms of this all-inclusive liberal way of thinking where we're going to have a class for everybody. And I get that works for some people and it's working for Matt, but that's like this, that's like a real small thing.
Outlaw 28 should never change. Outlaw 28 should be straight gangster shit. 28, 10, 5, non-W, steel roof, steel quarters, and that's it. You know what I mean? Tube chassis should be everything should be outlaw should be outlaw. You know what I mean? But there is potential for another class, man, for other people to maybe have a chance to compete that typically can't. You know what I mean? And
It's been done.
I mean, it's been done. It happened up in Chicago. Schoolboy was a part of it, man, and he said it was a badass race, and they had a great time. You know what I mean? So it'll definitely work. You know what I mean? Whether you like it or you don't like it, it's a possibility that could definitely be entertained.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. You know, I think
It's the fun.
what people got to realize is you got the majority of what the promoters are doing. So maybe there needs to be more stuff like the shitbox class where it's more all inclusive, and a lot of other people can get in where they fit in until they can accumulate horsepower and technology, whatever that technology is. It doesn't have to be electronics or whatever, but horsepower and up their program.
Bigger carburetors and real shiny screwdrivers.
Bubba, thanks for the Waffle House, brother. I appreciate that.
Rob, that's the left one you're hurting.
Jason, my brother, how are you? Traction control is useless if you have no idea how to use it. You also still have to have the data of a good pass to use it. It should never slow you down if used correctly.
Well, according to a lot of them, it slows you down.
Yeah, in the comments, yes.
Yeah. So
Bill said it right though, like that takes away from the other 28 10.5 small tires, so that's why everyone gets defensive about it.
that's
It makes
exactly
sense,
why.
right?
Don Pfeiffer, I'd love to see us have a class where we go back to run like the old days. No tech, no power adders. I'm not against any of it. I'm just older and would allow more guys to race. So I mean, I'm not saying that all these class suggestions aren't valid, but you know, you have this basic structure that 99% of the racetracks and promoters are using. So what I'm saying is, what we need to stop doing is maybe stop trying to get all these guys to change what is working. It's working well. If it wasn't working, if it was broken, I'd probably have a different stance on it. But maybe look for some more Matt Rice type of guys who want to do some of this oddball stuff and take a chance on it. But like, I know we couldn't add any more classes to even give it
at a Matt Rice event, you just end up with pro mods in the shitbox class. That doesn't necessarily work. Let's just be honest about it. And you can't stop evolving just because something works. Because something works doesn't mean that something can't be better or become bigger. You know what I mean? So
nope, I agree. And yeah, let's see. Happy going to make for 2 smaller pots, and I agree with that. I'd rather run for
And that's why everyone's
one bigger pot than 2 small.
I mean, I
That
get
was the
that, and I
point.
totally get that. I understand what he's saying, and 100% that's truth. That's the real reason, I believe, 9 out of 10 times. You know what I mean? It's not about like the people. It's not about, you know, other than the guys that want to keep the pockets fat, you know? So.
I forgot my leash and my collar.
So then, just because I relook, it kicks me out of the street class, and I can only run dudes that got 100,000. Yeah, I don't know what street class that is, Ryan.
I like your style, bro. There's a couple guys that could use a driver's mod from what I've seen. I don't know. Could be fun.
We should all show up and draw trips to see whose car we drive, then draw trips for race order. Facts. Yeah, that'd be kind of
That was good.
that'd be a little crazy, right? I mean, somebody even suggested something
See Rob
about
Hill and Rob Hill in the
everybody
chat's
has the
lurking
same-
there. You gonna start back racing, buddy?
What's that?
I said I seen Rob Hill lurking in them chats, man. Hopefully he starts back racing. It'd be good to see him again.
Yeah, it would. Don't get Kenny started on me about drivers my Bill Lutz. I can't wait for Aiden to be able to reach the pedals. That's all I know. I'm tired of scared drivers in that Camaro. So I got one person in here. I can't believe more people after yesterday didn't come on, but I did get one person here to come on. So let's see what this goofball has to say. Quit. Rob said he's trying.
Come on, but they get
You got minutes on your cricket?
let's see what this goofball has to say first.
What up?
What's up?
What's going on?
Talking about traction
You know,
control.
the problem I see with it is you cannot monitor it. You absolutely cannot monitor it at all. You can come through, take all the sensors off the car you want. They still have slew rate. They still have RPM rate. They still have everything that you need to provide traction control. And all it's going to do is slow you down. And you've seen that firsthand, Josh. We turned traction control off on our big tire. What did we pick up? 2/10 and 20 mile an hour right off the rip.
Oh yeah.
But you cannot monitor traction control. You would have to have so many knowledgeable people on the board, and most of them still aren't going to be able to monitor it.
So what do you think about a no electronics class?
What are you going to do? I mean, you can still take a Davis box and stick it in a 6AL. You got to have a 6AL on most of these cars, unless you run an HEI ignition.
I mean, cheating's always a part of it, and there's always going to be people cheating. I mean, that's part of the game.
I know for 100% fact that there's people still taking, not in the racing we do, there are still people taking the original Davis chips, hiding them in the box and putting Pop Rubik's back in them so you can't tell.
Well, I believe it.
Oh yeah.
And it's honestly not even in, it's not in racing, it's in pulling.
Yeah, Bill Lutz was saying that earlier.
You know, there's if you take even, so say you take all the electronics out of it, but you have a programmable 7AL. You can adjust your slew rate on how fast your RPM gains over time. And you can do that with Holley, you can do that with Haltech, you can do that with literally everything. I can go in, uncheck a box where it never pulls any timing, and I can put a tune-up in that may go, in all seriousness, without the adders, may go 750s. But by the time you put your adders in to catch your RPM rate over time or your wheel speed over time, it'll just start adding it back in to make you faster.
750s is my specialty.
Oh,
Matt Horace.
what I'm getting at is you can take and you can put adders in anything. You can put
I
subtraction.
get it.
I
in
love
anything.
Like I said, I get it.
Wants to
110%. I get it. You know what I mean? Like
There's-
the outlaw is what
there's-
outlaw is going to be. That's never going to change. And you know what I'm saying? That's been established, and I would never even want to change that. What cracks me up is everybody talking about like I'm asking them to take the shit off their car. No, that's not the case. If that's what you rock and that's what you do, and outlaws your game, man, pursue that with all your heart and all your life, and get the hell after it. You know what I'm saying? I'm simply saying there could be another class. Will it work out? Who knows? It could, it couldn't. Yes, it'd be hard as hell to monitor. I totally respect that, understand that, and I get that. But dude, it could be dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah, honestly, it's not a bad concept. Bill did a race. Bill Hoskinson did a race over at what was that race up north where Boosted showed up? You remember, Josh? I can't remember the name of it. What's that track up there?
I can't remember right now.
Long story short, he did a race up there, and I think it was like pre-1980, carbureted only, no electronics. And he may have even had no trans brake. I can't remember if he had no trans brake or not. One car showed up, and he
It
ended
was
up
the
having
pacemakers.
pacemakers. Yep. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
One car showed up. It was John Fowler, and Bill stuck to his word, and he paid him. He made a pass. He paid him. I mean, that was awesome.
And that was a hit.
But unfortunately, there was only one car that showed up.
Schoolboy
that
and
was-
them did one in Chicago, and it was a big success. Got a lot of popularity, got a lot of people talking, and everybody that was a part of it enjoyed it and had good things to say about it. So, I mean, you're going to hear bad stories, good stories. You know what I mean? It can go both ways.
I know everything that I've seen and been a part of with that, it just hasn't worked for the promoters. Now, will it? I don't know, because I'm not in that realm. I'm just being honest. I don't run a carburetor. I run, I run all EFI. I run, all types of engine management stuff. Even with our big truck, we run engine management on it. But I think it's with the new age, the new technology, and the new racers that are coming up, they're all technology based.
Ooh, it's just
So trying
For
to get
sure,
that
it's evolution. And if you don't evolve along with these cats, dude, you're going to evolve yourself right out of the game. You know what I mean? Like I said, I ain't going anywhere. Don't get it twisted. But everybody's so closed-minded about things. All you do is try to entertain a possibility or a concept, dude, and they want to burn you down. I kind of enjoy it, but
till everyone wants to get personal with it.
I think everybody deserves the right to race. I don't give a shit what you do. I don't care if you bracket race, you street race, you no prep race, you back of the track. I don't care what it is. If it's what you do, it's
110%. Absolutely.
And I've always followed that. With me, I do what I want to do because that's the style racing I like. And I don't
That
care
goes
what
both
it is
ways.
that people do, but somebody's always going to get bashed for something. You're never going to make everybody happy.
That's a fact.
Absolutely. But as a promoter, you got to cater to the majority, That's why I said, though, maybe there needs to be some guys out there that want to tackle these oddball classes. I'm not necessarily opposed to it, but I'm only doing one race this year, and that's because I won a race. And next year, I probably won't do any more races ever again. It's just not worth it.
Are you talking about foot races or?
Y'all are too big for foot racing.
Yeah, I'm a gangster foot racer
Tony's
now.
head's too big for all that. He'll topple over.
I'll fall.
I'm a gangster foot racer till about 2 years ago, but
Yeah.
I'm on this program, man. I'm getting ready to start losing weight so I don't have to buy more horsepower. I don't got Limpy's money.
We'll just put a porta power in your seat.
Ain't nobody
Honestly, I think duet. I think everything.
I was responding to a comment.
I think everything that people do, as far as their racing, that's what they do. That's what they love. That's what they enjoy. Let them do it. That's their thing. I don't bracket race. It's not my thing. I'm not going to go out and bash them. I think them guys are talented. They're skilled. You ever watched some of the bracket racers around here? Them dudes got talent. But it's not
Every class, every type of racing has their guys that uniquely excel at it, that are just excellent at it, that have took the time to learn the ins and the outs and to add their touch to it, man, and to perfect it. And they can just be great. And I respect anybody who is great at what they do. Make no mistake.
Well, here's what I want to do. I want to make an example. This is bracket racing. But a guy like me just doesn't put just the head in.
Facts.
Boo, bracket racers. Y'all getting it all warm and fuzzy for the bracket racers. I'm going to rile y'all back up because it ain't like that at OGR, baby.
I mean, the shit's boring, but you still got to be good to be good at it.
But I do actually have a legitimate respect for those guys.
Dude, they're racing for, they go out to the million, end up 500,000, 600,000, 700,000 sometimes. And them guys are racing for big money.
Oh, yeah.
They split like 9,000 ways, though. It's the weirdest shit I've ever seen in my life.
I don't agree with that. I think winner take all or top four, if you want to split it that way. But
I've always been a believer that you wait to the final to talk about the money and let the two guys in the final make the decision on how it goes down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm a firm believer that I split. I split no matter what in the finals. I've had bad stuff happen to my car and karma bite me in the butt and everything else. So
If you do
in
both,
the
it's
finals,
like
I split. Man, I've been to the finals before and my car wouldn't start because I told him I wouldn't split. I mean, it just
Karma coming after you.
you work that hard.
Cody, you hosted
You know,
many
then you
races
gotta-
at
you
Pacemakers
gotta make
again
it.
this year. You guys are in a smooth event this past season. That's from Rob.
I got
Rob
no
Dams, I would like to do
Dams.
some more stuff this year, bub. I hope that we get the opportunity to, and we're talking to some people already about it. And I would expect to see some more Mafia put on events for sure, man. So I hope that we get the opportunity to, and we're talking to some people already
well,
about it.
next year he said. He's right about that. I keep saying this year too, though, Rob.
Was Rob on here?
Hill, he was
Hill.
earlier. I'm surprised nobody's getting on here. All that. There's the link again. All that. Here's one thing I'm learning about
Out
controversy
of all
on
the people
Facebook.
he's doing.
If a
Hey,
motherfucker
Tony,
can
thank you
hide
for
behind
showing
a
up, man, and having a
keyboard-
conversation with us, brother.
Look at Haunted
Well,
House.
Look, I got no ill will against anybody. That's why I stay to myself, man. I think we should all be able to sit down and bullshit at the end of the day after we're done racing. High five, have a drink, whatever, or say fuck you and walk away civilly. But it is what it is, you know. But we all enjoy what we do. It doesn't matter what stage you're on. We all enjoy it.
I can just appreciate the people, you know what I mean, that are willing to have the conversation. There was a lot of shit said yesterday and a lot of superheroes up there, but none of them are here.
Jasper wants you to throw a big date in Cash Days.
Jasper Graham, I can guarantee you that will happen, brother. We will get that done.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Where are y'all at when it's face to face?
You know how it is. Anybody can type anything.
Well,
Keyboard
half the
warriors to
time
the
it's not
fullest.
even the one, it's someone else saying it. It's not even the guy saying it.
Not me. We all know my big ass mouth gets me in all kinds of trouble.
Mine too, Doug.
That's a beautiful mouth, though, man. Don't worry about it.
Look, don't start with the gay stuff. You offend people.
There ain't nobody trying to hop in here.
Nope, just you, Tony.
Wait. Here's one.
Who
My
we
man
got?
Lukey.
Luke.
I can barely hear you, motherfuckers.
Luke,
That's all right. We can only see
What you said?
two little windows reflected in your glasses.
are you laying in someone's lap?
Luke, come up for air.
We're gonna talk shit. What's up?
Told him to come up for air. He's like, oh, I didn't know this was actually on. What's your viewpoint,
Better
Luke?
get in there, motherfucker. I can't fucking hear nothing, motherfucker. I can't do
Are you
nothing.
driving?
Clearly.
Quit cussing, you're gonna get booted.
Everybody likes Luke.
Luke, do you street race?
Hello?
Do you street race or no?
Oh,
Unbelievable.
Luke gets down. I raced him.
Here's like 5 seconds.
Semifinals in Memphis.
Like 5 seconds.
Oh, I've watched
Hi,
Luke
Luke.
put it on the bumper many times. He's a thug.
Yeah.
I like watching that car get down. When he used to street race, he's hard to find these days.
Oh boy.
What up?
What up? What you
Luke,
say? Everything looks
Hey.
like fucking 30 seconds behind.
Sorry, we're coming earlier, but I was driving.
Oh, now it's a party. Luke got some light.
Sorry, we're coming earlier, but
LL Spool J in the house.
Got LL School J in the house.
why is he looking so far
What's up,
away?
buddy?
Got most favorite person.
I think
What's up,
Jasper should
Jasper?
have to race with 3 wheels.
Can you hear us, Jasper?
poopy kid.
So something funny for what we're doing is we're actually putting traction control on Mark's old carbureted car right now.
Whoa, man, you got my attention.
Be sure he waits before the light goes on before he leaves.
Hey, what system are you using?
We're using a Fuel Tech, so we could run traction control off RPM, but we're going to use a sensor off the drive shaft and a speed control sensor on the front and use slip as a percentage.
That's what we're doing with Haltech. We're using it's direct injection, so it's no fuel injection, but we're using coil on plug, and we're using their traction control system through RPM off the drive shaft and through RPM engine management, so we control how fast it actually gains RPM.
Are you using
I
a
feel
low
like
dollar
this should come into
motorsport
intervention.
Yeah.
drive shaft sensor, Jasper? You might as well come on, Happy. I can have 10 people on here. Come on, 4 more people.
Like direct injection blower talk.
Make sure they ain't got an iPhone because they usually get feedback.
I think Jasper has an iPhone
Oh boy.
because he's
God
pro.
dang it. I hate this thing too. It's the worst.
I love that face though, bro.
What is this?
Like, it's kind of
That's
kind of
Luke
looks like
somewhere
Ed
back
Wood
there.
right
I
now.
I don't know what the fuck. He looks
It
like
looks
a
like
cat
he's staring at
that you see in the
porn.
road
He
with
doesn't
the
know what to
headlight.
do with it.
That could be too, yeah.
It looked like he just watched your Waffle House video.
You
He's
wait for
thinking
this
like,
next one. I swear
Again.
to God, this next video.
how can I one up Josh?
We've already been talking with a Waffle House.
Oh boy.
Bro, I already win though
As soon as
because
they
you
found
gotta
out
come
that
to
the guy they
Ohio.
sponsored got
Anything you
punked
do
out,
to
they
film
were
a
like,
video,
no, 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 no.
you gotta come to Ohio to film it.
Everybody's-
I win.
How do you know I didn't buy one and we're just waiting for it to get built and opened?
Bro, I love you if you do that. I love you
Icon
regardless,
bipolar
but
into
I love
buying
you.
a Waffle House.
Like we would, our love would just go up one level. Luke said I can't hear anything.
can-
Sorry, I can't talk any shit.
He's got an iPhone.
Luke, you got an iPhone?
It's probably hooked to his traction control.
Oh, here, Andy, I'll get you some of that to weigh for Ricky in case. Is your old lady out there? Oh,
You can still hear him, man.
Oh, okay.
Yep, iPhone. iPhone problems. I'm telling you, all the Android.
I have seen
all
several
the-
carbureted cars now, though, that have traction control on them, so I knew that shit was going down.
Oh yeah. Happy said, "What's the perfect
Limpy,
small
what's the
tire
perfect
rule, Limpy?"
No.
29.5, 10.5, non-W.
That's what
Did you say
I was
29.5?
Yeah.
Damn, that's a big tire.
It's small tire in this side of the world.
Yeah, we're up north. We don't know what an inch is. We lose it when it gets cold.
It's only like a half an inch bigger than a 28 10.5 non-W.
Tell my
I know,
real-
I wish
No,
the
I
whole
think they're
world-
faster on. I think 28s are faster on the front of the track. I like not having that much sidewall, but on the street or a sketchy surface, I definitely can go faster on 29s. But they're both small tires. It's like I said in the comment yesterday. We like big girls. We like small girls. We have fun with both.
Facts.
I wish the whole country would get unified on that, though. It would make life a lot easier for a lot of people.
Well, the 28s is just because the guys build Mustangs and they don't want to mini tub their Mustang. That's why everybody does 28s.
Okay.
Fact.
My car will fit a 29.5, so I'm A-okay with it if we want to change that rule.
And on traction control, we usually run slower with it. The only time I really use it is like if we go somewhere first round and I'm just really struggling with making a guess on what I think it should do. In that scenario, I'll turn it on and it's really, and that would depend too. Like if we were first round drawing Ryan Mitchell or Beaterbomb, I'm not going to turn my traction control on, and I'm going to guess what I think the max the surface will take and send it. But really, traction control for us is just, hey, we drew someone that's, you know, not.
Oh,
I don't even run it.
Uh-oh.
oh boy.
I
iPhone.
hope you don't tune that traction control with that freaking iPhone.
It's a Cricket.
Kid.
God dang it. You guys are going to make me switch. I'm going to have to show this video to my wife and kids and explain why I got off.
Tell them you've been shamed.
You know, they make smartphones now. They're called Androids.
Hey,
I'm going to have to buy a burner, and then she's going to get that.
Yeah, it sounds like that
Y'all
iPhone
reading
burned
this?
already.
Y'all reading this chat? It's fire right now. It's good.
Oh boy. I need to go in. I need to go get on my laptop.
I'll catch you up. Happy said inches means lots to him. We got 26 850 15s.
Small tire for the course.
I'm not entertaining that one. Yeah, I wish the whole country would unify on that one. I don't give a shit, 29 or 28.
Me neither.
And I do think there should be a standard rule set that isn't based around a Fox body Mustang. I'll agree with you on that one, Limpy, that a lot of those rules are based on the Fox bodies. And
well, y'all need to wait on the modifying the rules for the Fox body shit until at least I can race mine a couple times because it's almost fucking done.
we'll put some mini tubs in it now.
I'll race 28s on.
Well, I mean, if
against
we're going to
29.
disqualify a Fox body, I think we need to disqualify a 69 Camaro and an S10 truck.
I don't think
If
we
we
need to
can't
disqualify.
disqualify
We just got
traction
to tell them to
control, we
get the
can't
saws on
disqualify a whole
welder out.
ass car.
And then if we take away Mustang from races, what are we going to have, a 5-car count?
Right.
Oh yeah, you get
No, I'm not
literally
saying
because
take away.
90%
I'm
of the
talking about
turnout is
take
going to
away
be
the
Fox
rule
bodies.
bias. I'm just saying take away the rule bias for Fox bodies, not take away Fox bodies. You know.
You just tried to
Cut
make
them
Fox
rules.
bodies disappear,
He
man.
did.
Well, I hate
My God.
when they see you go Fox 4, but yet cutting the trunk out of your Mustang and mini tubbing it doesn't count for that. Like, what's any different from me taking the floor out from underneath me and having bars everywhere than
Hey, tell
taking
Jordan.
out the trunk?
Jordan Drummond, you got to hush, man.
Shoot,
In
Cody,
my
that
world,
is a
brother,
Fox
you can
body.
cut every freaking panel out you want, as long as it's got steel roof and quarters. You know me. I ain't on all that.
We should just
My
all
iPhone
just
glitch
go
again.
back to 26-inch, 8.5-inch rule.
Truth be known, you can make
1999
anything
rules.
a Fox body. You just put whatever skin you want on it or graft that. I mean, I'm just saying a lot of things are possible these days.
Yeah. But I think
Yeah, I
this
mean,
just
you can
goes
just
back.
build it instead of the car.
Maynard. I was thinking that
Oh
I
boy.
was not going there. I was not going there. He said somebody snatched your wig. Yeah, I think it just goes back to the
I
thing.
had
If you
to
want to be in the,
copy my hero, Jeff Thomas.
you got your Jeff Thomas on. He was supposed to come on. I talked to him this afternoon. But
I shaved my
you know,
legs and everything.
I mean, if you're going to choose to go in the gladiator class, I don't see what the problem with cutting your car up is. I'd like no rules and endless party.
I think that the gladiator class, as you call it, should be simply the tires, steel roof, steel quarters, and outside of that, it's open for interpretation.
Yep. Nope, I
Amen.
agree, man. I agree.
The surface is supposed to be the equalizer, not what you can put limitations on your car.
Right.
Yeah, I mean the surface is an equalizer to a point. I mean,
Till someone
not
gets
gonna lie,
a
like my
pass.
car has a ton of advantages over a ton of them that we race with. Just like there's a few lots to focus on. It would probably have some sort of advantage on me, but that doesn't mean you still have to get to time on that just other period. But to do that is a lot of discussion.
It was tough to hear you there, bub. You were breaking up pretty bad.
You sound like
Sound like a dying transformer.
so I can be out here and read comments.
Holy Obama service.
Something about
I'm gonna send you one of my old Androids, Jasper.
I got a couple that I use for tire cracks that, you know. Oh my gosh. Oh, tire crack. Don't say that.
Sounds like a McDonald's drive-through speaker.
Happy said he's still in the neighbor's interweb. Well, speaking of tire crack,
Uh-oh.
why do we even need tire crack cameras? I'm just saying Chase is a race for president.
Oh fuck!
Oh, I know why. Spot on.
Oh boy.
Jasper's traction
Make it
control's kicking in.
Well, maybe he's going to restart his phone.
I think his traction control was kicking in. That's what one of the people said in the chat.
Jonesy.
Don, you a smart man. Outlaw iPhones. That better, buddy?
Yeah, I turned off my hotspot that was running the TV. I think that might be better. These iPhones can't
sounds
crystal clear.
multitask. They can only do one thing at a time.
Yep, Dr. Pepper.
I'm still horrible.
No, nothing wrong with
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper.
I give up.
Ah, you're good now.
Good now?
Oh, I can't wait for snow prep. John, what's up, buddy?
I want to do that.
Are you doing that again this year?
Fuck yeah. I mean, yes, sir, I am. I can't wait. We didn't even get any snow hardly last year.
I
And
want to get some this year.
then
Limpy needs the invite.
I'm surprised more people aren't coming on. This is a golden opportunity because most of you fuckers I'll never let on here again. If I was you, I'd be getting on here for your piece.
Make a list of everybody who talked shit yesterday on whatever threads and stuff like that.
There was a
And then
lot.
just start
Oh
paying
man,
them.
this dude went and got his business suit on. Look at him. Oh, sexy.
I couldn't hear, man. I thought maybe as I was having iPhone problems.
Yeah,
You're crystal clear now, brother.
yeah, you are.
All right,
Yeah, no, it was 65 degrees here on Christmas Day.
let me do that. That sounds better.
It's
Streets.
like good old
behind
North
me.
Carolina Christmas.
I wish it would snow and we could get some street action.
Hey, Gary.
Gary might let us do a snow prep event up there at Pacemakers. If see, speaking of somebody I'll never let on live feed again.
That's why I jumped on here.
Who's that?
Hell yeah. This is the one and only time.
Yeah, see, Gary might let us do a snow prep up at Pacemakers if we get some good snow.
As Mulebarn, head ass speaking.
So where were? Oh yeah, Chase's race for president. We
I
don't
did-
need no tire crack cameras.
Cashed it.
I did a tow rig cash days many years ago.
How'd that work?
It's actually pretty good. We had like 14 trucks. It had to be at least 3/4 ton or bigger.
With the race car on the trailer,
No, we just did
or just truck and trailer?
just truck itself, but it had to be at least a 3/4 ton or bigger.
This one?
Well, we were talking about that the other day about the figure eight racing. They used to have trailer racing up here. We had a trailer like hooked on your shit and you went around the track.
Yeah.
If they get rid of stock firewall, a lot. Yeah, I agree. A lot of them need to get rid of that stock firewall rule.
That stock firewall rule would equal the playing field a bunch with the Fox body shit everybody bitches about.
What is the fire? I don't understand the firewall rule.
So you can't move the motor back.
Yeah, you can't be altered. It can be notched.
Yes. It's not supposed to be altered.
Well, then you don't change the rules, and then you end up with just a bunch of Fox bodies.
I like no rules. Blake, we're not talking about if your head was in my lap, buddy. But thanks for thinking about the whole. Schoolboy, come on. Get on here and tell us about winning races with no traction control.
I think it's a myth. I think it's a myth. I think it's a myth.
I think Schoolboy probably got on there yesterday and was talking about RC cars. Does he even race that white Mustang anymore? Or is it just RC cars?
It just depends on when lets him.
When daddy lets him.
Yeah.
I like just the steel roofing. I like just a door car, steel roofing quarter. I wish we would do. I wish we could do classes where you didn't have a class. You just had open grudge, but I'm just keep it real. Ohio,
Run what you brung.
run what you brung. Just a steel roofing quarter door car. But Ohio is full of a lot of gimme racers. If they don't feel like they can absolutely, for sure, definitely win the race, they're not going to go call nobody out in that atmosphere. And that sucks.
You lying, Nick. You lying.
It'd be a big game changer if you went to steel roof and quarters, small tire. That's it. Everything else is up for interpretation.
Back in the 90s and late 90s and 2000, we just showed up whatever you run. It doesn't matter what size. Just
Yeah, it would be. I just want to interrupt this. Why did I read this on my own daddy comment? Like when
lies.
What was that? When in that Adam Sandler movie, when the little boy's like, "But I wipe my own ass." Why did I read that comment like that? How many cars do you think actually use traction control, though?
All of them.
Cover, bro. You got a vet. It don't count.
I mean, at some point,
A lot of them?
Yeah, use it.
I don't think as many as you guys think.
Well, it depends on if they're on what surface.
Exactly.
I know it slowed us down a bunch. I honestly turned mine off. It slowed me down probably about 2/10.
Yeah. Jeff, if it didn't come with a roof, I know you have that Jeep thing in your head. Man, I just kind of feel like I'm 50-50 on it. Like, fuck it, as long as you had a good roll cage, like a funny car cage. But I also kind of just feel like there maybe needs to be like at least like an aluminum skid plate on there up top or something.
We have guys that race convertibles here, and they got the funny car cage and stuff, and they just drop the top.
Yeah, I think that's about where you'd have to be with it, is just a funny car cage and be good. Or a cage without a funny car and at least have like an aluminum skid plate.
Yes, Matt. Grudge racing will come back hard with Milan Open.
Yeah, but see, that's Michigan. That's not Ohio. But I would definitely go up there for that.
Oh shit.
I won't. It's prep.
Oh, never mind. Fuck that. Well, Mike needs to do a open grudge racing
But
back.
they're opening the back of the track up, and I mean, at the PYOPs, you can grudge race if you go out first round.
Yeah. Maybe we, Mike, are you listening? Hint, hint. Maybe there needs to be a grudge class with some sponsor money, some sort of incentive. I don't know. I don't know how that. You gotta have something.
I've just never been a part of the grudge deal because people can't run fucking heads up. They got to have something.
That's why you got to do that heads up grudge racing. Fucking don't give them a choice. Grudge racing's dope. I just don't believe in giving nobody shit.
I always need 10 in the break. Just know that.
What I didn't like about grudge racing is it took so long, and I just want to race. Everyone would come up to my car and be like, well, you got this or you got this. And all of it seemed to be weight related issues. I was like, well, if I throw my generator and my spare tire off my truck in there, like, can we get this done? It was just a lot of arguing. It's sweet once the race goes down, but the lead up to it's horrible.
Speaking of arguing, Brandon Mork's in the house.
Uh-oh.
Happy needs the back tire for life. Here, Brandon, there's the link. Might as well come on. Talk
Fuck
to us
Mork.
about traction control. Yes or no? How much do you actually use it? No, I agree. Which I like that about it. Real grudge racing is more of a hustle, not just racing. I appreciate the artistry in that personally.
Hell, JJ taught you that.
You know, I like that. I like that old school shit like that, but it's about time. Yeah. Mork is definitely a puppy kicker. He ain't coming on.
Where's he at?
He's not coming on.
He's a pussy. He's a pussy. He won't come on. He knows I'm here, so he's not.
Hold on, wait. Maybe Nick is the daddy now. Maybe he's got to get permission from Schoolboy. Oh.
Jasper, get your boy.
Brandon, call Joey and see if you can come on. Joey, call Brandon. Brandon, call Joey and see if you can come on.
Brandon would be a good guy to talk to about traction control.
Yeah.
I'm sure he would have a lot better input than, like I said, we hardly ever use it except for make ground. And after that, it's off.
We're talking about everybody's talking about all these different classes, and Cody brought up a no electronics class, primarily no traction control. So everybody's talking
And then the whole world lost their minds.
Yesterday, behind the keyboard, everybody lost their mind. But today, we can talk face to face. Everybody shows up. Everybody's cool.
No, we look like a bunch of kids.
Oh shit, Eric Mans too. Fuck Eric Mans.
Never heard
Fuck
of her.
Eric Mans.
Never heard of her.
Eric
I even
Mans would
sponsored
be a
him
good
one
one to
race.
talk about traction control too.
Yeah.
Oh, we talk about it all the time.
Eric's Eric's definitely one of the best surface readers, and I've seen that dude a million times tell me, just walk up and look at something and tell me what he's going to go, and then go run it and do it flawlessly. Eric, my hat's off.
Yeah,
to
he
you,
like
buddy.
licks his finger and feels for the air. Knows exactly what tune to put in.
Yeah.
You sure he's not licking? He's not sticking his finger somewhere and then
licking it,
and then licking it. And
I
then
didn't say it was licking off his finger, but it works.
Oh, okay.
Why
Guess
isn't he
what?
You're
on
not
it?
licking his
I
finger,
think he
right?
was licking Tony's finger, probably.
Oh boy.
Make sure you're not licking his fingers. Shit gets weird.
Look at Tony's face.
Yeah. Shit really gets weird
We
then.
start talking about stroke.
Speaking of
His lippy
weird.
nose, I'll start licking those lips.
Oh boy.
What the hell? What's this?
What the fuck is that? Is that his traction control?
Uh,
That's traffic. That's traction control graph right there. Do you see
I
that?
think that's that traction control from the other night.
Oh,
Oh shit! Battery's on low.
Damn it.
is that mine or is that? Or that's probably Happy's. I know.
That's mine. All right, shit. It's 2021 going into 2022. Who was on there talking all the shit after you made a post about changing the rules or splitting up classes?
I think that was
worried?
like
Who's
Josh
bitching about?
Duncan. I saw Montana Robinson posted something.
Quit it.
Callie Nate posted a big bombshell about the Butthurt bar today, and that was super entertaining.
And he was the only one that showed up to my race with Willie bars on a small car. He don't have no room to talk about anybody.
I'm just saying.
Truffle shuffle. Let's see it.
I got 40 on it.
That might actually have to be a shirt.
Yeah, no shit.
I might have to holler at one of my dudes. We might have to make a happy shirt.
Oh,
God. I think the only problem with splitting up a small tower class, though, is like I was saying, would be the pot. I think running for 10,000 is different than running for 2 classes for 5,000. Oh, here's this shit. I got to get ready.
Tony McKinney's in here. I don't want to be in here.
Oh,
Fuck
fuck. Hey.
Slowest reaction times of the world.
Oh, motherfucker. Hey, he made fun of me for red light and then raced me in red lit.
One time. What did I miss?
Hi, Ashton.
Everything.
we were
Y'all
talking
took my
about
shirts off.
What's up,
buybacks,
buddy?
and if you jump, when Brandon jumps, he don't get the buyback.
Hey, that's a Michigan thing. But I wouldn't be surprised if I get singled out.
We're talking about trash control.
What about it?
You're the expert on it.
Why am I the expert at anything?
Because you got a shirt on right now.
No, what the discussion is it fair or not fair? Or is it kind of cheating or not cheating? Or
would you have 2
are you
classes?
gay or not gay?
One you can have traction control, one class you can't have traction control. Is there room for 2 classes?
Anytime you split up classes, you just have 2 lesser classes. I don't, you know what I mean? Like
In smaller pots.
Can you catch me with
it's-
traction control?
I don't need traction control to fuck you up, I promise. And yes, I am.
No,
gay,
you're
so
not gay.
anything else?
Click that link,
And
Eric, in the comments.
that I have traction control.
Man, it sounds like 90s dial-up porn on my earphones right now when people talk more than one at
I
one
know,
time.
it's fucking stupid. I think.
I don't know. I mean, so we did
So
that.
I didn't mean
we had a no censor race here on the street, and
I would have cheated.
it was cool. And all they did is verify that the drive shaft sensors were unplugged. So, but there's 20 other different ways of having traction control if you're smart enough. So it would definitely be hard to regulate, I think, because there could be a hidden Davis box under the dash. There could be, so I guess the sensors, so that takes away your front versus rear traction control, but you can build a crankshaft or a crankshaft log in the ECUs too, and that, the Hall Tech and Fuel Tech stuff start getting so much more advanced than that. There's so many ways that people know how to go around all the sensors already. So I feel like
I can't
who is
shit on
making all that noise? So
roll your window up.
The regulation
Somebody
of it,
trying to get
So-
in.
the
Man, I don't have
regulation of it would
headphones when I'm
definitely
driving, but I
be
can barely
virtually
hear.
impossible. I get that.
yeah, so I feel like you'd
Well,
have
there's people
90% of the
involved,
people that wanted to do it and play by the rules, and you'd have the other 10% that would just say they're not going to get caught. Because what are you going to do? Go on each person's laptop, and do you know what to look for in each system to make sure that they're not running a crankshaft line or something like that? So I think it'd be real hard to police.
It would be.
I think that
For
it
sure.
would help like if there was a God's honest way of doing it, I think you'd get a cool race out of it. Because you have to be so much more on top of your program, I guess. You know, you can't miss it by a mile.
That's
not that
That's
you really
literally the
of it.
only point I've been trying to make the entirety of this whole thing too.
is what.
What you just said, the fact that it could be a good race. It forces people to be more on their game. It forces people to work a little bit harder, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
During
can, and
that
like
particular
like
race at that particular time for that particular surface. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yep, absolutely. No, it would make for a better race, but it's going to allow. There's going to be cheaters, you know.
Right.
Ultimately,
And
I
get
think
that.
it'll.
I mean,
I think it would die
get that.
down really
I
fast.
lost him.
Few people would like it at first, and then it would just be 4 people in there that would have been in small tire. Now there's 10 cars in small tire instead of 14. I don't know. I think it's just another.
It wasn't
I-
even something that would be ran all the time. It was
I would just do one
Yeah,
event.
really, at this point, it's
Just
just
that
merely an
set of
idea.
rules
You know what I mean?
and not split it up. Just do one class with that set of rules and not doing a gangster class and that.
Right.
I think
No,
if
that's
you
what
just
we're
run it
saying, yeah.
once,
It's a lot of pecking though.
that was the
Yeah,
whole idea.
I just don't know how you'd ever police it the right way. You know what I
It would
mean?
be
Because
hard.
like, who
You'd
like,
have to have
how
a
would
really
you-
smart person to look that car over to really police it. It would take a couple hours.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like you'd have to have somebody that knows
Right.
every single platform, and then you know there's ways to turn it on by a switch in your car, like it's off in your tune-up, but then you turn it on by a switch in your car, like after the burnout, like who's ever gonna know?
Well, and you'd literally have to see them enter it in the
Right.
computer, put it in the tune, and then take their laptop almost, because it's just not even then. Really, I could do it on the screen. I could just upload an old tune.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to
yeah.
snip my fucking wires, or who's to say, all right, he unhooked it, but then he hooked it back in. I mean, it's whatever. You guys
Yeah.
ask Brandon how many races it's cost me this year already.
Yeah, I mean Eric's biggest problem is that he uses traction control and he doesn't know how to fucking use it, so he loses every race.
I switched. I switched to a different
Look
one
at
this
Tony.
year, and I switched to a different one this year, and everyone thinks it's like you buy something and all of a sudden you just fly, but no, you got to do it yourself. You got to go out and test just like you would for anything else. You got to get the same amount of data. It actually sucks because it's a whole other thing you got to dial in. And then right when I thought I had it dialed in, I went to a place that was bumpy, and the car, Perry drove around me, and then just a bunch of bumps, and it shuts off, and I've made a ton of fucking mistakes with it, and it's hurt me
denied that.
bad.
Yeah, it's talent to use the stuff. I mean, anyone that would deny the fact that shit takes talent is an idiot. You know what I mean? I think that a lot of people believe that I am that idiot, but that's not the case.
No, I mean it helps. I mean it's a Band-Aid, for a bad guess. And like some people's the
Bing
more
bong.
advanced their systems are, like their hull techs and their fuel techs and stuff, like you can hear it force the car down the track. Like you can literally just sit there and listen to how bad they missed the tune-up, but that computer is so advanced that it literally is forcing the car down the track or the road. Like a Holly, I don't think is left.
You are literally, dude, the first person to keep it 100% real and about how this shit does its business. So like you crystal
Yeah,
clear
it's
state it and keep it real and don't try to sugarcoat the shit. I like
No,
that. I respect that.
I'm
bro.
not that good with it, so
Everyone
I'd
from
rather
every
have
comment yesterday is listening.
a no
That's exactly
traction
what it's
control
for. It's,
thing because
for me, it makes me
I'm
feel more
always-
comfortable. Go ahead.
Roll your fucking window up before I stab you.
Motherfucker, the windows are up, dude. What are you fucking...
got
Anyways,
the heater
it
on.
makes
He's
me
got the
feel
heater
more
on.
comfortable as in not wrecking, because it'll kind of keep the car in check. But it literally all it's ever done is help some aborted passes, which since I've gotten bigger motors, it really hasn't helped. But
here, I'll blow everyone's
it's literally what it's
mind
for.
1 second, though.
It's like a
Think about how
condom.
many-
It's more fun without it.
But think about how many races.
Would we
I've
not?
had- Eric, shut up. Think about how many races you've seen Schoolboy win on bad surfaces, get into huge money, all that. I've never once in my life turned his traction control on. We do not use it. We're just 100% tune-up in that car. because we
Schoolboy
don't
likes
trust
it raw
it.
dog.
Yep. And it just worked. The car just works flawlessly. So you're going to have people that do that. And that's why, like, this would be my favorite race in the world to bring his car to, because we don't need it. But there's people that will embarrass themselves without it. And especially some of this bigger powered cars, like, that have all tech, fuel tech. Like, if you sit on the line and watch their car, you can just hear it fucking motor their car right down fucking through.
All right. Praise the Lord. No, he is right.
I think
though.
it
He is
could
right.
tame down some of these big motor fellows, man, that's put in these hardcore ass tune-ups, and when they do miss, you know what I mean, they rely on that to get them down through there still. You take
He
that
is
out
right,
of the
though.
equation, man, you change that race considerably.
You can
And
definitely
even
hear a
more-
motor. You can hear a motor that's just like getting timing just pulled out of it because of traction control.
Well, the 2 Daytonas
Meanwhile,
from
I blew up
Civil
my
War,
fucking motor.
Yeah,
50
exactly.
Cent and that other guy,
Yeah,
you can-
big time.
man, they live off it. Like, live and die off it. And like I said, it helps
I literally
us first
even-
round. And other than that, once I
What's
go
up,
down
Josh?
once, I got an idea for the rest, and we shut it off. But I'm not going to lie, it does change the race, because if someone puts, you know, someone that's fast out first round, then it's a lot better for everyone else left in.
So here, I have one more thing to say about it.
That'd
and
be
then I'm
you.
gonna
You're
get
the
off.
fast guy, sir.
Like, so not only do these advanced computer systems take power away, but they add power if they miss it by too slow. So not only, so they have every fucking advantage in the world, because when they miss it on the hit, it kills it. But when they're too soft in the middle, it's applying power for them. So it's like a fucking retard can do it. And like, I don't, like, I'm not that great at like all this technology shit. Like, I just like to, you know, we're used to running the car without it, so I'm always trying to hit my tune-up perfect, and then I just like a good old scramble button. That's all I need,
Must
you
be
know?
busy.
So I think it's going to be a badass race. I would definitely come, but I just don't think you'll ever get a 100% policed event without it in some aspect.
And to go along with that, I would say that I would be more bummed to lose my scramble button than I ever would be to lose traction control.
100%. I won't even race if I don't have one of those. Like, it's just because
I would much rather have my wheel speed sensors than traction control. I want to see what my wheel speed sensors and my drive shaft curve is doing than I ever care about traction control. That's way more important.
Yeah, but that would be part of the point of this race, is that you have to tune your car without that technology. Like, because if you have wheel speed
Correct.
sensors, your front versus rear, it's like, okay, look right here at this spot, exactly in the track, I've lost this or I gained
shut
this.
up, Brandon.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I don't care. I tell everybody everything. So it would just that
Some of
would
these
take.
guys still have carbs. They got a lot to learn.
Yeah, I know. But I don't know. I think it'd be a
We're not
great
so dumb that
event.
we
I
don't
just
already know what he's talking about.
Hey,
We're just,
I
You
just
can
don't.
put traction control on carburetors, buddy. You know what I mean?
I'm putting one on right
Oh,
now
hell
in,
yeah.
in the blue car
I got
behind me.
traction control on my
That's
carburetor.
got traction control with a carburetor. It runs on a fuel tech. The ignition we ran through smart coils with a crank trigger and wasted spark. So I mean, like, you can do this to
I didn't
anything.
say you couldn't. I just said it was dumb they have carburetors. That was all. Just being.
No, I agree with that too. We're switching it to injection later on, but I just wanted to leave that out for nostalgia reasons.
Tony, what do you think? Not that I care at all. but
I'm
I just
switching my
wanted-
carburetor out for a newer carburetor that's bigger.
Dude, I
It's still
never
a
had any
carburetor.
sensors on my car
Dude,
until this year.
carburetors can still
At
kick
all.
ass.
And Eric talked me into putting my drive shaft and front wheel speed sensor in, and I slowed down. That red car slowed down dramatic. You've seen it. It was not putting down the passes that it was putting down the past couple of years.
Yeah.
So
Well, and that's the thing too. It's like when you start doing other things, like, you know, my car likes the power wheelie. All the traction control.
Did you
what's that,
forget
you
to
know?
turn that on at Muncie, Tony?
I didn't have it. I didn't have it.
Dude, are you talking about the one where he did a 660-foot fucking burnout?
Yeah,
With
that
like,
one.
I was like, God damn, dude!
Yeah,
You couldn't even see the car after 2 foot.
Yeah.
My car probably went 760s.
Listen, that was in the past. We don't want to talk about that one. Jasper beat me twice that night and then laughed at me.
Lippy, I also noticed that you're on here and you brought a No Prep King guy on with you. That's cute.
Who's that?
Shows you're
I
not
don't
about
even-
the streets anymore.
Who's the No Prep King? Because I don't even watch it.
Uh-huh. I know you
Who
were
is it?
watching at Happy's house. You watched all of them with Happy.
Hey, Happy, are you coming down this
Yeah.
weekend?
You damn right. I'm gonna leave in the morning.
So if he calls it tomorrow for rain, I think Clinton and them are throwing something over in Georgia street ordeal instead,
Okay.
where there's no rain. Just a heads up. I thought I seen where you were in the chat and you
Yeah.
a couple of Kentucky cars were coming. So,
Yeah, I think we got 4 cars coming.
yeah, they said
Brandon,
28
you know-
cars.
Now, Brandon on street. Hey,
He's
My
in a
car's-
fucking.
Cars in pieces.
It's in a car show somewhere.
I don't even know the motor.
I mean, let's be honest. The pad is not really a street. that
Yeah,
that,
no, that's why I think I would love it.
that street is fast. I've been really fast on here.
well, Brandon wrecks his shit at
God.
Hardsburg, and then he sells
In the
everything.
lamest fucking way I've ever seen anyone wreck. He does.
It was fixed in 24 hours. I don't want to hear about it.
Is,
You
hey, is
guys
that why
you guys are
should
hurting
buy-
my ego again.
You got to have one first.
Yeah, fuck off. So yeah, I don't know. I like the idea. I just don't think you guys will ever. I don't think there's any way that it could ever be 100% policed.
I agree. I agree with that asshole.
Yeah.
That's right, you do, Daddy.
That's right. I'm your daddy.
So I guess the main question is: it a crutch or is it a good tuning aid? I think
It definitely
basic
helps,
just
but it's
yesterday.
not something that guarantees wins.
If you've had it for a couple years and you haven't changed your combo, it does absolutely nothing because you should know your shit by then. But new combos, starting stuff out, it can definitely help. First round, it can definitely help. It can never speed you up, but it can keep you from wrecking or aborting a pass for sure.
I think
you got to work on it.
I will.
And that was the point of it being a driver's race.
Hey, Brandon, tell Joey and Nick their daddy said hi.
Okay.
Schoolboy
Hey, Tony,
still
real
on
quick,
there?
let me see the braces.
Eat a dick.
I've just always liked the idea of you put the tune up in for the road, you're looking at it, you see it, you know what I mean? You think to yourself, all right, what I'm going to do? You set your car up for it, you make the hit, and if it doesn't go your way, your foot and your hands have to do additional things. And
I
you gotta
agree, I get it,
yourself
but,
down there and
I like
force that car down
you
through
have-
there, not computer.
I
think
get it.
that racing would be crazy exciting. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm not saying you don't, because I'm sure you have a lot of time and money in yours. But when you have $100,000+ into this car, and if you wreck it, you get nothing and destroy it. I've already wrecked once. I think everyone's usually at least wrecked once or something. Dude, that
I've
would
never
fucking
wrecked one.
blow. So on top of that, to have the capability, obviously we're all decent drivers, some better than the other, but we can all drive a car. I think we've seen all of us fucked up. But dude, I don't want to. My car looks like shit, but I don't want to wad that motherfucker up. I'm done. I don't have $100,000 to rebuild another car. Because in reality, a lot of these cars are even more than that. Look at the prices the shit's selling.
It makes you think more. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to try to be the hero or be the zero and let the car live. You know what I mean? Like, that's the mindset.
I'm still in
when
that
you're
position.
pass. I think that's what makes that type of racing exciting. You know what I mean?
No, I'm still in that position. It gets loose all the time.
Yeah, it's because you suck
Gotta
at
make-
traction control.
I mean, it's fucked up. I'm trying to get this shit figured out now, so next year I ain't got no excuses. But you know how it is, man. Switching all new shit. We just make a bar change again. Lucky with yours and win 10 G's first event of the year.
I told you don't need excuses. Shut the car off in the run, claim it broke, tell everybody you were going to gap them if it stayed running.
Hey, Cody, I hope your shit's ugly, because if you somehow start to beat me, I'm fucking hitting the quarter panel.
You get pit
Hell
maneuver.
no.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
talking
for
about.
sure. Like, bummer, we
That's
both
what
lost.
I'm talking about.
Yeah, Jeff, that was no bueno.
That road we raced on last year was very, very narrow, and that almost happened. Oh, that's the time Jasper drove clean out of Tony's life. I remember that in the grass.
Yeah.
Hey, Tony was on the street.
Tony was on the street. Jasper was in the grass, sending a phone call, just driving around Tony.
Well,
Trying to
hopefully
figure
I
out
was
his
on the street.
iPhone.
I thought for sure I had him. I did.
Hey,
I
that was
thought-
Tony's birthday too.
I thought you had him too. You left on him, put like a car or two on him. I was like, damn, Jasper.
I just didn't put it up on the big end.
Pretty bad 60-foot.
That's all right.
Tony hit that nitrous mile an hour.
Spot there is the best.
That spot was fast, man.
Yeah. I underestimated that spot really bad.
Yeah, I was a little nervous too, because I was on a fucking radio. But that spot was really fast.
Yeah,
For sure, the
it's such a
fastest
cool
road in
spot,
Ohio.
too.
It's
For the
definitely fastest
record,
road in Ohio.
for the record, though, I told you don't underestimate that spot.
So what ended up happening? Because, dude, my crew cleaned up all the trash after that event. So what ended up getting it so we couldn't go back?
I don't know. They were trying to do it
Every
again.
fucking day after for like weeks, and all the neighbors got pissed off.
Oh, that
Like,
makes
dude would
sense.
come home from work and there'd be trucks and trailers in his yard, and they'd be out there making test hits in front of his house. It's no respect.
Yeah, if he
That
doesn't have a
sucks.
heads up on what's going on, or you don't give him permission and you show up, that ruins it fast.
Yeah, that spot was sweet too, man.
Yeah, and all the neighbors just got pissed
It's
off.
still not an out of the question deal. We got people that are good friends with them and stuff that hang out with them on a pretty regular basis. So I think something else is going to be able to get done, but we're just going to have to be careful people don't fuck it up. That's all.
That was the
It was
smoothest
crazy,
catches I've
too.
ever been to in my entire life.
My favorite time was CJ Buckner going from one side of the cornfield to the other and then jumping out and arguing that he won. That was my favorite moment.
My favorite part of that was
And it
the
was so
video
narrow.
footage of
When
the
I
kid
pulled up
running
for
in the
Tony
corn
first
away from
round and looked
CJ.
over, I thought if I had a mirror on my car, mine and Tony's mirror would have been maybe 5 inches apart.
Yeah, that was definitely a sketchy road.
All right,
So
I'm out,
narrow.
you guys. Have a good year. Fuck you,
We'll
Tony.
see you, buddy.
Fuck Mark.
Hey, Snake Egg, we're
Hey,
proud
did
of
you
you.
see the
Bye.
comment where Nick said he's his own daddy now?
What happened?
You see where your boy Nick said he's his own daddy now?
All right, I'm gonna remember that, Nick. If you're out here, go fuck yourself.
Oh boy.
All right,
We'll
I'll
see
talk to
you
you
guys.
guys later.
See ya. Well, we got one cricket phone out of the way. Listen, me and Jasper's gonna have to get it on the street one day here soon. I'm tired of him beating me. Eventually, I'm gonna beat him.
Oh,
No, I'll tell you what, though, when we drew you at Muncie, I'd watched your car for so long. I'd seen it at Cincy. I'd seen it a lot of places and on No Prep Kings and everything else and TV. I was nervous as hell when I drew you. I was like, God dang it, we had a horrible draw. And then luckily you blew the tires off. Like,
Come on,
that car
Chris.
is
There's
fast.
the link.
Red car is fast.
That a red light, and that's what he does.
Look, everybody tell
I
Chris
do that
Lane
sometimes,
hi.
too.
Man, it happens.
He's in the hospital with COVID real bad. Tell Chris
COVID
hi.
pneumonia. He's got COVID pneumonia.
Get
Yeah.
well, brother.
Yeah, get one, brother.
I did a video call with him yesterday. He started taking his robe off. It got awkward. I had to close the thing out.
Magic stick.
I put the link in here if you feel like it. Come on, update everybody.
He was stirring that stripper leer with the magic stick.
You're right, Garrett.
Eric, you got a radio on your car for this weekend?
A radio.
A radio.
Oh, it's funny. I actually think I'm going to.
Eric, have you ever raced at the pad?
Yeah, once. And the car, I just got swapped over to methanol, and my wastegates were too small because I went to the first Civil War, so it just didn't go well at all. But I went there and watched another time, so I have a pretty good idea how fast it is. But you know how tires are getting really hard to get. So, and my car likes a pro bracket, so I actually think I'm gonna have him send me a picture tomorrow of the Hoosier on the car now and how much tread's left. But I have a brand new set of pro brackets, so I think I'm actually gonna run them. I think it'll be good. It's not gonna be too hot or sticky or gooey or nothing. So
It's pour your own
Not
puddle,
sticky,
right?
not gooey.
It's not water.
Yeah.
It's a pad. It's a street race. What do you mean?
Pour your own puddle.
No, we were down there one time and they wanted water only, because like 4 or 5 people showed up without glue. I mean, you know how that goes.
How you feeling today?
What's up, Chris?
I feel good, man. I can barely hear you guys, but that's just because I wish I had headphones with me.
Got iPhone problems.
Chris, show us your titties. I was kidding.
I can. I'm covered up really well right now.
It looks like he's leaning on the side and getting his prostate checked.
That's the Burt Reynolds pose.
By repeated
No, I
request.
feel good. They just turned my oxygen level down again.
Good deal.
I'm on 10 right now, and I was at 12. So, and my oxygen level is still 95%. So they're on keep turning it down.
Hell yeah, bro.
Good to hear.
Good.
So
I told you I was going to give you 12 more hours, but he had to bring you on sooner.
do what?
I was going to give you 12 hours to recuperate before I started messing with you again.
Right.
Good Lord.
Has
I can
anyone
hear.
seen an update on Slavens? Has he gotten any better? I haven't looked today.
I haven't heard about that. I've been wondering too.
Yeah, I hadn't seen anything since Sunday, I think it was. Ron Ford
You
said
still
don't
have
trust the
tuna,
guy
Eric?
with rubber gloves.
Yeah, tuna finally just got done. It got picked up a couple days ago, so it's got to go in for a couple final wiring things. But it's ready to rock. So, well, we're gonna swap it to methanol here soon.
That's good.
It's going down to Florida, where my car is now. So that's where we're gonna race for the next month or two. While it's cold.
Are you going to do front half with tuna and street and back end with George, or
I
vice
would like to
versa?
do front half with mine. And not that I can't street and do back stuff, because I've been doing it and I can still do it, but I feel like I'll just, you know what I mean? You know how it is. The top guys, it's really hard to win every week, and you see one of them guys win. So we can be up there, but I kind of want to do front half with mine and back bad stuff and backward stuff with tuna. But they both should be able to do both types of races. They should both take a ton of power. But a living a block life is nice for tuna.
We'll see you, Bubba. Thanks for tuning in, brother.
So what does George
What's that?
weigh at this point? What's George weighing? Come off the secret.
Oh, right now it's over 3,000 with me in it for set up for street.
2,500 without
Oh
it.
my God.
It's probably 30. I'll tell you. It is probably 3,065 pounds right now with me in it.
And it's 2,500 without him.
Yeah.
Hey, he's gained some weight. Don't let him
Including the ballast, just without me.
I
It's
resemble
not
that
super
remark.
light, man. It's got an iron block in it. It's not super light.
I think mine's 2250-ish with everything minus ballast and my fat butt.
That's a promo.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
light, man.
Fat.
I'm way outgunned. I'll
I had
probably be
bigger- I had
36
bigger
or
steak for dinner than
37
you.
pounds. I only budgeted 20 grand for my whole build. Eric's down there talking about 100. I thought for sure I was going to drag your ass next year, Eric. But fuck.
Man, I thought you were going to be out this
Hey, I'll
year
tell
for
you what,
sure.
you're not bitching for a class change.
Well, you know what happened? I helped a bunch of other people with their race cars, and then I got caught up in filming. And but fuck that, I made some serious I'll send you some
I think
shit.
Josh broke up.
And the
I made
and the
some
Waffle
serious
House video.
progress over the last couple weeks. Should be ready to put the motor in the beginning of next week.
I expect you to be catching a lane with me next year with that thing, or you're gonna have to start calling me daddy.
Oh, it'll definitely be out. It'll definitely be out. It'll definitely be out.
All right.
I'm not getting caught up in nothing. I ain't helping nobody. I ain't doing shit but working on my shit.
Like you said, he's running one race. He's retiring. You can see the Blazer up at Waffle House on Sundays 2023.
Yep, I'll do the circuit. I'll just tour all the Waffle Houses after street races. Autograph foreheads and titties.
Sign autographs and shit.
Yeah.
Jasper, did you sell that car?
I kind of did. I sold it to a buddy that I think I'll still get to drive it here and there. We're going to put an aluminum 540 with twins in it and be able to run front side or sticky stuff.
Blood.
Okay.
I know everyone's favorite potato.
Well, we tried this earlier and it didn't work out too well. So,
but we're definitely ready for our enema today, nurse.
Yes.
Stick it in there.
And make sure Bertha comes in to check that prostate.
she's coming. She's going to come take blood. So this should be interesting.
Oh, anything funny?
No, I'm
Story.
actually on a
We
live
need
feed
it.
right now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
We need
It's fine.
We need
Where
it
went
from
you
Hey,
Start with
use
two
your
fingers.
thumb. Use your
Start
thumb to
with two
check that
fingers.
cavity. Don't use the smaller fingers.
Start with two and then work your fist in.
Oh, there she goes.
Rusty needle, Old Faithful, Old Reliable. Yeah, don't worry, I'll do it right.
Oh, there's probably like 80 people watching this right now. So.
No lube. He likes it dry.
There's 127 people watching right now.
No lube.
Check Chris's prostate.
No lube. He likes it dry.
No
I used
lube.
to actually do DJ for a radio station.
Oh, okay.
Is she serenading him?
Listen, if he doesn't squeal so loud that he breaks the glass, you're not doing it right.
I don't know about serenading, but she might be marinating.
Oh, okay. Oh, man.
I'm strong right now. Too caffeinated to do my jazz voice.
There you go.
I need some whiskey to get that one going.
There you go.
So does Chris.
Little bird voice.
Chris's mom, if you're watching, I'm sorry.
I'm not. I don't know her.
Really.
I don't know her. He might be used to it by now. Look at him. He ain't phasing.
At least by a
didn't
cup
even
of coffee.
blink hard. No, didn't even go like nothing.
No, he's just holding his breath.
Don't hold your breath. Hold your breath.
Breathe.
I'm still here.
Now, is there a betting pool I can get in on? Or
Depends on how many fingers you get in.
Oh, man.
But they didn't teach you about being on the live feed with us in nursing school, did they?
Tell her I got 40 if she can fit 3.
They got 40 if you can fit 3.
not enough.
PayPal ready. I'll double that 40.
PayPal ready. PayPal ready.
Poor guy. Look at her.
Oh. You definitely came at the wrong time for this.
Listen, what did I just walk in on?
You're taking blood.
This is great. This is the best time.
This is the best time. You're
I
like
said it
family now.
earlier.
Hell. Every Monday at 7:30, you can come on with us, honey.
Make sure you get her number, Chris.
Yeah.
Make sure what?
He said, make sure you get her number, Chris. God, Tony, I love you.
Said he's doing good.
Make sure it's the right number too. Make sure she don't give you one digit off.
They're dropping his oxygen. And he's doing good.
You better text her before she walks out.
She's dropping the oxygen and then
Got it all.
Cool.
she's doing the 4-finger check.
Oh my God. Let's say I have the Macintosh.
There you go.
Oh, all sorts of weird ones.
Yay.
You got to thank her after all that. At least say thanks.
At least blow her kiss.
There you go. She said she accepts tips. So
I've paid good money for that before.
In the chair.
yeah, there you go.
Hey, she should raffle off them gloves for charity.
No doubt.
Oh my god.
We should have took a picture of that thing so we could have sent it into
The butthole contest.
Tennessee for next month's prettiest butthole contest.
Yeah. You know you wouldn't lose because you didn't hear that. You didn't hear the glove snap. You didn't hear the glove snap. So you know.
Like I say when I come to the Helen board.
Right, exactly. Thank you.
Now he picks up the camera. Oh yeah.
Said 20 for the gloves.
See, Chris, remember that part where you were lonely? Remember that part where you were lonely and you wished your friends were hanging out with you?
Well,
regret that decision now, don't you, buddy?
Here we are.
I know. Last 2 nights now, I've been on live feeds now.
We got 20 on. We got 20 for the gloves.
Yeah, 20 for the gloves.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Hold on, wait. You've been cheating on me on a live feed?
Oh wait, what's today?
Oh, now, motherfucker, you done said it now.
No, seriously, what's
Thursday?
This guy.
Today's Thursday.
It is not Thursday.
We
Yeah,
just
it's Thursday.
This guy.
Wait.
What day did you think it was?
It was last
Was it?
night.
No, mine was Tuesday.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's Wednesday.
This is
Oh, boy.
Thursday.
It's Wednesday.
Yeah. Now the
He's
real
checking his phone to see what day it actually is.
now.
Yeah, because I actually really honestly don't know like what day it is.
I know that. It says
Wednesday.
Thursday.
The doctor
And I
is
can
checking right now.
And I can actually hear you guys better doing it this way. So
Oh, good.
Well, no. You don't get off that easy, motherfucker.
You
He
know
said,
what
"I'm
he's
gonna
doing.
shake Eric's
What a
hand."
purpose.
Put the camera back on.
We
He's
all know what he's doing. He just had a finger up his butt.
Well played, Honda. Well played, brother.
yeah.
If you wipe it more than twice, you're playing with it.
You got a roommate?
Huh?
You got a roommate?
No, I'm by myself.
Oh.
Why are you off?
Get
Are
him
you
to wipe it
offering,
for you.
Josh?
Huh?
Do what?
Josh is offering to come after what he just seen with that nurse.
Oh, I bet he is. She was all kinds of frisky about this when she saw what was going on.
I mean, you know, she had good bedside manner. You gotta give her that.
Yeah, I'm sure she would have never expected to walk in here, take blood, and I'm sitting there on a live feed with like 7 other dudes just talking about whatever the fuck we talk about.
Answer the question. Did you feel the ring go in or no ring?
I felt the ring.
Okay.
That's a pain
Do
in
you
the
think
ass.
do you think the nurse would have had an advantage if she had traction control?
I think Chris would have. That's for sure.
Oh God! Fucking traction control.
House.
Oh man.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
you guys
Well,
are all
It was
crazy.
flutter down.
I'm glad you guys are hashing all this stuff out now and trying to get this stuff all figured out. Because if you guys wait till like March to do this, I just tell y'all to go fuck all yourselves and just go race somewhere else out of the state.
Well, I established at the very. I established.
The question is though, did she get the data she needed to get you taken care of?
She has the data.
I'm not hashing out
Right.
nothing.
We
My
know
rules
we're
have
on
been the
very
same
good
since like 1999. My rules have been the same.
Yeah.
One horse, one carriage.
Do what?
I said one horse,
I don't
one
have
carriage.
rules.
Yep, that's right.
On a serious note, Christmas cakes are about to go off the shelves. You better get them while you can.
I'm back on my diet.
What?
I'm back on my diet.
Hell yeah, man.
He ain't about that life. I got him 2 cases from my guy that goes and stocks the shelves, and he's like, I don't want them.
Who said that?
You said that.
Well, I'm back. Hold on. I don't think the old lady's watching right now. So
she wasn't there.
I'm
What's she-
kidding.
Oh,
I'm
no, she
kidding.
was
Kidding. Yeah, you better go back in there. You know what's good for you.
Yeah, right.
I'll mail them to your neighbor. All right, guys. Well, I think we've talked a lot of shit. Didn't accomplish anything except for making Chris extremely uncomfortable in the hospital. Like,
He looks like it. He looks like he's uncomfortable.
he does look extremely uncomfortable.
Greatly appreciate.
Hey, are you sliding down the bed now since you got that lube down there? You lower the back down and you won't slide.
I can't move, unfortunately, which sucks. But
It's that traction control, isn't it?
yes,
Got that
fucking,
planted.
fucking taking all
Shit,
my
it gets you every
horsepower away.
time. Slow you right down.
So now that you're at 10, any idea? Have they updated you on when you may be able to go home?
They said if I get down to 4, so I'm on 10 right now as far as oxygen. If I can get down to 4, that's very good.
So can we get a to-go oxygen bottle and some adult diapers to go down to the pad this weekend or what?
Is that 10
I mean,
fingers
I
or
would be
4
down.
fingers?
I would be down with that.
4
I
fingers.
mean, I have no objections.
We'll
I
just
would
lay you in the
love
back
to.
just like that.
Yep. I would just love to get out, and get out. That's the biggest thing. I've only been here since, 9 a.m. Christmas Saturday morning is when the ambulance came and got me and brought me here. So I'm ready to bust out, basically.
I bet.
The streets are calling. The streets are calling.
Streets are calling. I miss street racing more than anything in the world.
Me too.
Like, track racing's fun. I like my flagging and doing this stuff like that, but being in the streets and stuff is it's a different animal, and it's just a completely different atmosphere.
Streets are always open.
That is what makes it so beautiful.
Not in
Yep.
Ohio, it ain't. Sadly.
And sucks is, our state is so dead with street racing, it's not even funny anymore.
Yeah. That's all right. That's why I bought an RV. We're
I'm
going
trying.
travel. We're going
Have you looked
travel
at
in 22, Chris.
Have you looked at the weather this weekend? Happy yet?
Yeah, I'm watching it. We're still gonna give it a shot. I know, man.
Yeah, I'll probably go that way, and if it gets rained out, then I'll probably head to Austin. I mean,
Yep.
Texas, Mexico.
Well, and Eric
But
just
it's
said
only like
about leaving down there and going somewhere else if it's rainy. So somebody was wanting to do something.
Yeah, it's like 9 hours from my house down to there, and then it's like 8.5 back the other way. I was hoping that I could go to that and then
And
leave
hit the
there
other
and then hit the other one because they're doing the other one at night.
At night, hell yeah.
You know me, I don't like sleep.
It's overrated.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be all right. I'm watching the weather, but it's showing the sun on there too. So I think it's going to be a pop-up storm and roll on. We'll see.
Yeah. Maybe we got some torches or whatever out there.
We'll see.
All right,
I like
guys.
racing down south because it's a whole lot easier to get away with shit.
Yeah.
Down there, they don't. I mean,
Well, down at that, it's fucking crowded as fuck. They can't do nothing.
well,
they're
so last time
fucked.
we were there, I swear there was 4,000 people there. The cops showed up, turned their lights on. Everybody left. About 2,000 people came back, and they flat out said, "We just do it for crowd control."
Yeah.
I was flipping out. Bobby's going, no, don't just take off. Don't just take off. We'll go down here. As soon as the crowd leaves, we'll come right back. And that's what we did. We came back and finished the race.
Went up
We
to the
never
truck
even
stop.
left last time. Cop
You go
pulled
up to
up,
the
lights
go
on.
up to the truck stop and then turn around and then come back.
Yeah.
You know what their only complaint was? Honestly, their only complaint was the spectators wouldn't let the semi trucks through to get to their work.
Yeah. Get out of the road.
Yeah, that was their whole complaint. And going down in Memphis and all that other, racing with Jamie Ops and them, man, we never had no problems. So up here, you realistically, you got to get one and done and move somewhere because every place is burned up. And you just can't go do it.
Sounds familiar.
That's how it is here in Louisville.
Is it that way, in Louisville?
Yeah.
Sounds
about
like
why
it.
you got to grudge or do grudge type stuff here, right? You do street stuff. You got to bang a couple out and then you got to roll. That's literally what you've got time to do. Or you're going to be chasing your ass all night. It sucks.
Here, you just got to move spot to spot because we got big area, different cities, different locations.
Right. I know last time we was down in OKC, we kept moving. Like you'd get one or two races, move. One or two races, move. I mean, it would take, you'd have 12, 14 racers. It'd take you until 6 in the morning to get it done.
Yeah, OKC is pretty much one big area here in DFW.
Yeah, but it gets
you
done.
got all kinds of different area. Yeah, it gets done. I mean, sometimes we don't like to split. We don't like to split here. We don't care if sun's coming up. That just means shift change.
Yeah.
You guys have a dream out there.
Yeah.
We had a really good spot up here, and we have some really good spots up north, like where Maynard lives, my partner with the Mini. Up there, you could literally sit on 4,000 different roads for 3 straight days, and there wouldn't be a cop for any part of it. But to get people to travel 2 hours up north if you're in Michigan, let alone have them, like, if Limpy was to come up, it would be an extra 3.5 hours than he had to Onondaga. So, like, you can't get a big enough group of people to go up there. But, like, we literally have spots up there that you could run for weeks on end and the cops, literally, you could pay them all off. There's like one cop that's like the county or state that might.
You can guarantee me beautiful street racing, dude.
What was
I'll
that?
come move in with you.
Damn.
I said, if you can guarantee me beautiful street racing, I'm coming to move in with you.
Well, I mean, if you just want to make hits, where Josh has been up here, it's a no man's land. Like you right now, I'd make hits right beside my house. Like, and we have all sorts of neighbors. They could care less. It's country shit up here. But like I said, you got to go another 3 hours from my house to get to where, like, you could hold a 50-car cash days and no one would show up. Like, I don't even know if a car would drive through the area, let alone a cop.
See, I
It
wish we
was in
had spots
California,
like that
too.
here. Like, dude, I've drove everywhere.
Like, there ain't even houses for what? 10 miles in some places? Like, you might go 10 miles before seeing another house. And that house is just some sort of hunting lodge that someone uses in deer season. Like, there's dead roads up there, and they're in really good shape because they never get used. But
No,
it's just
outcome.
trying to get people to go is just a joke. It's like Limpy said, if I could trust people to go up there as much as I trusted those girls on that pole doing 10-foot vagina drops, I would never have a problem, and I would never leave my state. I would just hold badass races one
Hell
after
yeah.
another, but it's hard to get that many people to come
Right.
up.
Jasper, if you get something going on up there, hit me up.
No, we're planning. We're
Go ahead,
honestly
Emma.
planning something that's up by Andy, and one of our buddies has a lodge up there, and Andy's house is right by it. So, like, we have places to park or places people could park overnight for, like, people that came from a long way. So, we're definitely going to get something going on. It's just going to be middle of summer when we know that Michigan has, like, you can count on the weather.
Hell yeah.
Right.
Let me know.
That's facts,
You know
Wes.
I'll be there.
And then we had Battle Creek, which I
You
think
got
will
family
come back
in
open
Michigan,
this year. It's just going to depend on if people go there, like you said, every single weekend and hit it.
Well, They were doing the
once
same
every
thing
2
as in
months,
Ohio. They were going there
you
every
can get
day.
a full like 20 car cash days off there too. The cops don't even care. It's just when it gets out of hand that they start to care.
Look at Limpy.
Or the
So
puppy.
we had a killer spot up here until bikers started showing up, spectators started leaving trash. I mean, there was guys. I mean, it's just a bunch of honestly bullcrap. They had a killer spot, dead end road. Like anybody that was up here racing could vouch for it. You could get away with anything. The cops would drive by, whatever, they would leave. And then it just got out of control, man. They started trashing other people's properties. And it wasn't the racers, it was the spectators. And it was the guys that were riding out on their Harleys and just killing the whole thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When people started partying there, they treated it like a, you know what I'm saying? Like we want street racing. It was like a get together to just get fucked up, drunk, throw your shit all around, act like an idiot, try to start fights with people, and it ruined it. They killed it, man. You know?
Yep, absolutely.
I think you almost got to police that shit. You know, you see somebody doing wrong out on the streets, you got to, no, fuck you. You're going to get over there and pick that shit up. Like, that's how we are here. There's a group of us, and if somebody's doing some funky shit,
and we do, and we've tried, but it becomes a
fight.
It becomes a who's got the biggest dick match, and
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Every time, you ain't going to tell me what to do. I'm grown, and then, you know, from there, it just escalates.
Yeah.
Like just like I was telling you about the one race, we stayed after and cleaned everything up, and we still can't go there because people chose to go there every weekend, park in his yard, and still fuck it up. Like, it's hard, man.
Yep.
It's just hard to keep the spectators out of it, and to be dead honest, like I could care less if they're there, but I'm not gonna lie. They definitely make it kind of exciting when you drive through 400 people and everyone's going crazy and there's people gambling on the line. Like, it's part of it, but
that's part of the whole. That's part of the whole, you know, feeling of what you do with street racing or no prep racing. You know what I mean? That's the adrenaline. That's what actually excites you and brings you into it. But they don't care enough to worry about the longevity of it. They care about the now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that, and also what we had here, we had a road that we hit all the time, and I would go out Sundays and clean up the spot because it's a warehouse, and the truck guys or the kids would go out there and use it Sunday and then trash the place up or do donuts in the parking lot and do all stupid shit. And finally, after about 15 years, I got tired of it and put speed bumps all the way. 9 speed bumps on a 1,800-foot road.
Oh, it was big mad.
I bet the semis mad.
We got about 7, I think, on ours. A good 7 now at this point.
And they didn't do the bolted one. They did the saw cut to concrete and then filled it with asphalt.
Yeah. Somebody went and dug a couple of them up at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah. We tried. Yeah. All right, guys. Chris, I think, fell asleep. Oh, nope, he blinked.
No, he's just reminiscing on what just happened to him.
Look, he's so high right now he can't.
You're on mute.
His lips are moving, but he can't even speak.
Sorry.
No words are coming out.
My bad.
She had numbness on them gloves, didn't she? She had Novocaine on that.
Starting to hurt my eyes, so I'm gonna get off here and just continue to listen to you guys because I can barely hear you guys anyway through my speakerphone. So
Homie, get to feeling better.
Get feeling better, brother.
Thank you guys. Thank you for everything. I appreciate y'all. Love you all.
Yep. We'll see you at the next race.
Oh yeah.
All right, man.
Hey, Chris.
Yep.
Fuck Mork.
Fuck Mork. Fuck Mork.
Damn
it. Chris's iPhone was iPhoning. I don't think that was an iPhone. I think that was the meds. He's like, I know I'm talking, but. All right, guys.
I gotta get ready for my live feed coming up here in about 30 minutes.
Yeah. Holy shit! How many live feeds you do, man?
This is 101. This is 101 with Tiana, girl racer.
What
Really
you gotta
cool.
get ready for? You gotta do your hair.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right. All right.
Wait,
I'll catch y'all later.
gonna get one of those.
See you, man.
All right, brother. I'll talk to you.
Fuck Mark.
All right, fellas.
We'll see you guys. Good
All right,
talk.
bub.
Thanks, Josh.
Appreciate you, Josh.
Have a good
Pleasure as
evening.
always, my dude.
See ya.
See you, buddy. Everybody have a good evening. Thanks
See you,
for tuning in.
fellas.
And we'll talk to you on Monday when we do our year-end recap. Or that might be Tuesday if I go to the pad. I might go to the pad. I don't know. Should I go to the pad? Could be fun. All right, everybody. Have a good evening. Thanks for sticking in. Definitely see us at the back of the track. I knew that we weren't going to see any of that, Wesley. Just like Monday, everybody was talking all tough all week about classes and all that crap, and then next thing you know, blah. Offer for everybody to come on live feed and no drama. So go over. Limpy's getting ready to do a live feed here in 30 minutes. So make sure you go over there. Now that you've hung out with us, go hang out with him. And check him and Tiana out. I'm sure that'll be a good one. I'll be watching it in my bedroom. I don't know what I will or won't have on. But Limpy, just have that image, buddy. Just imagine how I'll be watching you. Have a good evening, everybody. Thanks.